And on this episode of Hemorrhaging Billions of Dollars for No Reason, we have the Fallout official trailer by Amazon Prime. Before we get into this, I need to first ask the simple question of, why does Amazon Prime Video make original content? Just think about that for a second. Do you currently have an Amazon Prime membership? And if so, do you have it for the free shipping or for Prime Video, where you get to watch critically acclaimed shows like Chuck and Hercules? Why does Amazon have this service where you can just watch all of these $100 million made TV shows and billion-dollar IPs for a very low amount of money per month? If they spent almost $1 billion reportedly for the rights for Lord of the Rings, they didn't make $1 billion at all. Did they get an uptick in Prime memberships? And if so, are people getting Prime memberships for the show? Is Lord of the Rings, Rings of Power, not Lord of the Rings. Is Rings of Power bringing in that many people? I highly doubt that. Is Roadhouse bringing in that many people? No, it's not, and that movie is not getting a theater release. So you're not making a single solitary dime on that movie. Now we have Fallout TV show. It's not going to do well. And why do I think that? Because it's Amazon. They really don't know what a good idea is anymore, though. Their original content are overblown budgets and content that's really not that memorable or rewatchable at all. And I am not optimistic at all about this. But let's watch the trailer and let's see what happens.
I'm here to show you a wonderful place. A veritable Camelot, the nuclear age. Not made by God Almighty, but the working man.
I do wonder if this show is more actual set designs or CGI.
You can be a hero by purchasing a residence in a Vault-Tec vault today. Because if the worst should happen tomorrow, the world is going to need you to build a better day after.
The mission of the vaults should be important to everyone.
Is there a reason why there are so many female leads in products today? I'm just wondering, is the bulk majority of the Fallout players male or female? Which makes me wonder, why are you putting a female as the lead in a mostly male-dominated demographic?
Can you tell me what's happened in the last 200 years?
Wow, you are poorly equipped to handle this mission. You just said what the goal of the Vault Dwellers is. And then you had to ask what happened in the last 200 years. Just poor comedy. Great way to start this off.
Holy shit. You're an actual Vault Dweller.
I am.
I thought all you dipshits were dead.
Can't we get a serious show? Just for once, though. Can we get something that's serious, that's not geared for children? It's about shooting super mutants and raiders and crap like that. Everything doesn't have to be a joke anymore. Also, her eyes are gigantic.
What you're doing is insane.
I don't want to set the world.
It isn't like the vault out there. It's big.
So is this going to be like the nerdy, wimpy best friend, and she's going to be the strong, independent female character, though? I know that's just an assumption to make, but Hollywood right now is pretty much letting us know what's going to be the focus of every single TV show and movie. So when I see something like this, though, this wimpy-looking guy telling her, oh, don't go out and do this, and she's so determined to go out there, it just makes me think that this is the pyrodynamic of this show.
I just want to start.
I imagine he's going to go feral later on in the show.
I've had a rough week. Practically every person I've met up here has tried to kill me.
I'm simply going to harvest your organs.
I'm okay with Cogsworth being a little humorous. I just don't like everyone else in the world to be humorous. And also, this is a pretty terrifying thing, having a robot try to rip your organs out, so I guess it kind of works.
You need to go home. You come from a world of rules, of laws. You should not be alone.
I think season 1 should have ended where you see this massive blimp in the distance. I'm assuming it's the Pride one, but I could be wrong. But I think you should learn to walk before you run. I think this show is going to be nothing more than member berries with Fallout 4, and they really should have backed it up for the first season. Just create a good story in this universe, and then start putting up the gigantic cinematic things.
Why did you join the Brotherhood?
To hurt the people who hurt me?
Looks awesome, but costumes will only get you so far.
People are going.
We got dog meat. This guy looks great. The set looks beautiful. The world looks fantastic. They are doing an absolutely pitch-perfect job with this show so far. It's the plot, the comedy, and the main character that I'm a little bit hesitant about.
And to come after you.
It stays clean up here, Volty. Well, now that is a very small drop in a very, very large bucket of drugs.
That is a joke that I think hits perfectly. Way too many helicarriers, guys. Slow it down. Build the world. Show me what's going on here. Then go into the full aspect of the war.
Look out at this wasteland. Looks like chaos. But there's always somebody behind the wheel.
And of course, get ready comment section. I'm ready for you. We got the mixed race relationship.
What is happening?
I'm assuming he's going to become the Master, the main boss, if I'm not mistaken, from the first Fallout game. Just a shot in the dark here. I think that's where they're going with this character.
Everyone wants to save the world. They just agree on how.
I don't like him. Just zero charisma from this guy at all.
There you are, you little killer.
That was your ending scene? There you are, your little killer, with her just standing there with a little bit of blood on her? You couldn't go for something more badass, like her maybe holding a chainsaw in her hand? Or something bigger? Fuck you, Amazon. All episodes available day one. You don't believe in the show. You don't believe it. I did not know they were going to do all episodes day one, which is great for me because I could do all of my episodes pretty fast and get them all reviewed and out to you guys. But all episodes day one tells me one thing and one thing only. We do not believe in our product. We're trying to get it the hell out of here as fast as humanly possible and just forget it ever happened. Did the same thing with Echo. They do the same thing in Disney Plus with a lot of shows. Drop everything day one. I'm sorry, is The Boys going to be dropped every episode day one? Was Rings of Power dropped every episode day one? No, they weren't. They had a weekly schedule. You know what you do when you have a weekly schedule? You build up anticipation between the episodes. People like me and other people on the internet talk about this show. You guys comment, we all start talking about it, and then we post our opinions online to other people. And people that haven't heard what this show is go, oh, wow, that's pretty interesting. I'll check that out. Really glad you posted it. That's how you build up anticipation for a show and build on a weekly audience. This show right here is going to get gargantuan numbers day one. And that's it. And since it's an Amazon Prime original show, it's going to cost them millions of dollars, and they're going to rake in $0. And for what? So you can say, hey, I made a Fallout show. I made one of the most popular game series of all time into a TV show. Yes, but you put them all out day one. You don't believe in it, so why should I? And that's my review of the Fallout trailer. It looks beautiful. However, I'm not seeing anything from the main character that makes me want to really root for her or see her journey going forward. It doesn't look that interesting. The other people, the other two male main characters, look way more interesting. Did not see any super mutants. I really hope they hold off on that until later on. I know we haven't seen any raiders. I hope they hold on to that for a little bit later. And then just build this show up really, really slowly. Little member berries from the other Fallouts. I believe going with Fallout 4, huge mistake. Absolutely death blow to them. Because it seems like, again, all episodes day one, you want to pop out the best things first. It kind of reminds me of that guy from Multiverse of Madness that was saying that, why do we want someone else to have Wanda as the main villain? We should be able to have Wanda as the main villain. So they decided, let's just rush her into a villain without any slow burn or any logic behind it at all, and just go full on evil. And how did that turn out? Garbage movie. What are you doing with Fallout? You're taking the coolest aspects of it, mostly from Fallout 4, and say, yep, all of this. Just pop it all in. Because people like me that love Fallout 4 are going to go, oh my god, I remember the Predom. Oh my god, I remember this. I remember Cogsworth. And that's all you're doing. Fallout, the show, looks like a Member Berry CGI mess. The only thing it looks like that they did right about this show is that all episodes released day one, so we could just all review it really quickly, get it out there, and never speak of it again. I do not see second or third season. As I say that, I'm realizing that they just have Rings of Power Season 3. They're filming it now. Season 1, absolute dumpster fire. Season 2 is not going to be any better. And Season 3 is probably going to be on life support in terms of ratings and viewership. But what do you guys think about that? Did you see the Fallout trailer and you have high hopes for it? Am I being too critical of it? Yeah, you know what? It does look pretty. I'll give them that, though. Like I said, the action, it looks cool. But I don't think you're doing a really great job of making your main character someone that I really want to watch. She seems boring. You've done nothing with this trailer that made me go, wow, she looks really, really cool. And again, it's not the male-female thing. Kate was fantastic. Piper was fantastic. Veronica was fantastic. Cassie was fantastic. The makers of Fallout have done a very good job making male and female characters very good in this game series. But show-wise, you made everyone else look cooler than her. But again, what do you guys think about that? Let me know.